everybody, welcome to Thirsty Thursdays with a Therapist. My name is Jaleisha Gatling. I'm a licensed marriage family therapist here in New York City, working with couples to help them unpack the baggage that gets in between their relationships. I have been thinking about how can I connect with you all in a way that kind of allows me to tap into the spontaneous, unstructured part of myself. I've been thinking about an experience that I had recently where I had plans to go see a show, and I happened to run into an old dear friend that I hadn't seen or talked to in forever, and it was just so lovely bumping into this person, and my night completely went down a completely different course, simply because I said, you know what, scrap the plans, scrap what I had planned to go see tonight. I'm gonna go with you, and I'm down to go see this show, this live music thing. And the night just turned into one of those nights that you could not have predicted or imagined, all because I said yes. And it was full of not knowing. And I'm just thinking about, I love those moments. Sometimes we call that a New York moment, where it's one of those nights that you had planned one thing and you thought that this was going to be the trajectory of your evening. And then it turns out to be something totally different. And you end up connecting or maybe having some sort of conversation or dialogue that you needed to have with someone who said it in a way that you needed to hear. And you walk away with a takeaway or a lesson, or just having had a really awesome night. And those moments are just so beautiful. And I'm thinking about how you can sort of allow structure and planning and intention to coexist with space and freedom and not knowing. And so I actually am embarking on something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I'm just gonna do it, totally gonna kind of wing it. And I'm inviting you guys to join in with me. I have been thinking about other ways that I can connect with you outside of doing blogs or doing Thirsty Thursday videos, and writing different articles. Like, how else can I connect in a way that allows me to tap into that spontaneous, I don't know what's gonna happen next part of myself that can be a little scary, but also can be really exciting, can often lead to experiences that are really meaningful. And so guys, next week, Wednesday, July 31st at 1:30 p.m., I'm going to be doing a live Ask Me Anything on Reddit. Yeah, I'm doing a live session, Ask Me Anything. You guys, I'm gonna be talking about couples therapy, and you guys can pretty much ask me any question that you want. It's gonna be centered around betrayal and infidelity, because that's something that I help a lot of couples work through, heal from, move forward from. And so the topic is really more so about couples therapy. You can ask me anything about betrayal, different forms of betrayal, infidelity, therapy in general, how it works. You can ask me questions about my trajectory to becoming a therapist. Pretty much ask me anything, AMA. Now it is Ask Me Anything, but it's like almost anything. Like, don't push it, okay? There are rules on Reddit, right? I'm sure you guys are familiar with Reddit, but I will be sending out a link on all my social media platforms about, I guess, 10 minutes before the session. The session, again, is going to be at 1:30 p.m. Wednesday next week, July 31st. So I'll be posting a link once the link is live, about 10 minutes beforehand, on Facebook, on Instagram. You guys make sure you're following me if you're not already. Let's Unpack Therapy. That is my handle for everything. It should come right up. So you guys can check that out. You can even also go to Reddit's website and see me on the calendar for next week as well, and click there. But I will be poking in and reminding you guys about that Wednesday next week. Now, I do want to say this is not a session for advice, or you guys cannot ask me. I can't provide therapy, basically. I'm not providing therapy on Reddit. That's unethical. So this isn't for you to come in and say, hey, you know, my partner's doing XYZ, what should I do? Or, you know, I have this rash. Like, that's not what this is about. This is more so allowing me and you to connect in a different way, on the fly. I don't know what you guys are gonna ask me, but I'm super excited to share my expertise and experience and thoughts around relationships. And I really am excited to connect with you in that way and learn what your burning questions are. If you guys log in, I'll be there probably for, at least an hour. We'll see how it goes. If questions are popping in, I'll stay a little longer. But I'll be there at 1:30. If you can't get there right at 1:30, come in later and check it out, see if it's still going on. I'll probably pop back in later in the evening or even the next day if there are any other questions. I'd be more than happy to answer. So I hope to see you guys there at my first AMA with Reddit, where you guys can ask me anything. Well, post anything. See you guys then. Oh, one more thing. Also, you guys, I check out a blog that I just wrote. It's called When Winging It Goes Right. It's kind of in line with what I was talking about earlier in the video today, and really being able to find a nice balance of intentionality and structure and goal planning, along with just freedom and going with the flow and letting things change, going with the change of course and plans, and what that can do for you and for your relationships. So I hope to see you guys Wednesday next week at some point in the Reddit live session, Ask Me Anything. I'll talk to you guys then. Have an awesome rest of your week.